Friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel named PJ Classes. So today, as discussed, we have to discuss one of the important topic in Companies Act 2013, which is section 152, subsection 6 and subsection 7. Now, sir, this section is basically talking about rotational and non-rotational directors and also talking about directors retiring at AGM. Now, what is this concept all about, sir? Let's understand. Now, this section is basically focusing on deciding the composition of board of directors. मतलब how a board of directors should be made of is decided by this section, which is 152 subsection 6 and 7. Now, basically, this section is applicable only for public companies, or you can say this section is not applicable for private companies. So private companies are having exemptions, sir. Now they need not comply with this section, sir. Now the basic objective behind lawmakers introducing this section was to bring flexibility and also rigidity in board of directors compositions. Now let me explain you in this fashion, sir. Now tell me, sir, if at all you appoint a director, say for example for 10 years, now, don't you think once he is appointed, now he will be in a driver's seat, thinking that nobody can remove me, nothing will happen to me for next 10 years, because election will again happen after 10 years. Now, say for example, in India, we conduct elections once in 20 years. Now, don't you think it sounds very pathetic, sir? Now, sir, in 5 years also we feel what, sir, maybe 2 years 3 years election if we do, that would be more better, sir. If at all this re-election process is on a continuous basis, it will always create one point in the mind of the director, sir. Now these people will always look for the welfare of the company, sir. They would always try to ensure that good corporate governance is going on in the company, because they know that if they don't do good job, in next meeting or whatever the AGM we are talking about, sir, they will be retiring and they may not be reappointed, sir. Hence, we bring a concept of rotational and non-rotational directors, sir. When I say flexibility, I mean rotational directors. When I say rigidity, I mean non-rotational directors. Now, what do you mean by rotational directors? So, these are such directors who will be coming in the rotational cycle. Now, what is this rotational cycle? How it really works? Uske liye, let us take one example, sir. Now, sir, to understand this answer better manner, sir, ensure that you watch the complete video. In parts, if you skip and try to watch, things are not going to be clear, sir. Now, say for example, sir, company may totally we have board of directors. So company may totally we have board of directors. Say for example, are 10 board of directors, sir. So all are 10 directors in the company. 10 board of directors, board of directors will be one only. 10 directors we are talking about, sir. Okay. Now, sir, now what lawmaker says is we want a composition of these 10 directors to be meeting the criteria of 152 subsection 6 and 7. Meaning, is 10 may we want someone to be flexible, we want someone to be rigid. Now, generally I have a habit, sir. First I go through the bare text and then explain the answer. But in this case, I would like to tell my total answer in a story manner, and then we will go through the text, sir. Because you will appreciate the concept more better if I teach you first and then read the answer, sir. Okay. Sir, so iska matlab lawmakers are saying that out of all 10 directors, we want some directors to be flexible, some directors to be rigid. Sir, these flexible directors को we call as rotational directors, and इनको we call as non-rotational directors. Okay, sir. Sir, what do you mean by rotational directors, sir? Now, sir, these are those directors who will be retiring by rotation. These are those directors who will be retiring by rotation. So every director other than retiring by rotation is a non-rotational director. Now next question is, what do you mean by directors retiring by rotation, sir? Okay, I will tell this, sir, no problem, sir. Now sir, 10 directors में some directors we want to be rotational, some we want to be non-rotational. Now the question is, how many should be rotational, how many should be non-rotational, sir? Sir, in law 152 subsection 6, the word used is at least 2/3 directors should be rotational. What is the word used, sir? At least 2/3 directors should be rotational, sir. Now here the word used is remaining. Now many people have one bad habit of saying what, sir? 1/3. Yes, can I say 2/3 अगर आ गया तो remaining part is 1/3 only. But do you think every time it will be 1/3? Because we are using a word at least, so you may go with 2/3 or more than 2/3 also. If you go for more than 2/3, then here it will not be 1/3. So always better term would be remaining directors are non-rotational directors. So first point we have to understand, sir, board of directors का composition should meet the criteria specified in 152 subsection 6 and 7. So those criteria says we want some directors to be rotational, some directors to be non-rotational. When I use a word rotational, इसका मतलब these are those directors who will retire by rotation, sir. Non-rotational directors are those remaining directors who will not retire by rotation. Indirectly I am saying that they will enjoy fixed tenure, they will enjoy fixed tenure, sir. Okay, now sir, how many should be rotational directors, sir? Law says whatever number you want to put, you put, but ensure that at least 2/3 are rotational. Sir, can we have all 10 as rotational? Answer is yes, because when I use a word at least 2/3, it can be 2/3 or more than 2/3, but not less than 2/3, sir. ओके सर, नाइस. नाउ सर, तो इसका मतलब 10 का 2/3 इज व्हाट यू हैव टू टॉक अबाउट, सर. तो कैन आई से इट विल बी अराउंड 6 पॉइंट, है ना, 6 डॉट. नाउ द पॉइंट हियर इज if it is 6 dot, then you cannot have director 6.5. Either it should be 6 or it should be 7. Now which round off we should take, sir? Now sir, lawmakers have used a word at least, matlab we want more than 2/3 but not less than 2/3, sir. So can I say 6 point, whatever dot it comes, whether it is 6.66 or 6.33, whatever it comes, it has to be rounded off to 7, because we want at least 2/3. Now many people also have one small technique of remembering, saying we use a word here upper round off. Yes, it is a good word only, sir, but can I say why to buttify things? Let us understand in a more better manner. Sir, law have used a word at least, matlab 6 point if it comes, that much so it should be there. Now 6 point you cannot have that many directors, so obviously you should round it off to 7, sir. So you can also say this as upper round off, sir. So 7 directors will be rotational directors, sir. Okay, nice. Sir, next question, इसका मतलब in this case 3 directors will be non-rotational director. Obviously 10 में if 7 are rotational, balancing 3 will be non-rotational, sir. Now sir, all 7 will retire? No, sir, these 7 directors will come under rotation cycle. These 7 directors will come under rotation cycle, sir. Now sir, what do you mean by rotation cycle? Matlab out of these 7 people only, some people will retire at AGM, sir. Okay, now so let us take one example, sir. Let us assume that these all people are directors, sir. Okay, now so director 1, director 2, director 3, director 4, director 5, director 6 and director 7. So all these people have come in rotation cycle, sir. Now question is, will all retire? No, sir. Retiring के लिए we have another provision, sir. Now how many directors will be retiring directors? Sir, here the word used is 1/3. Here the word used is 1/3. 1/3 of rotational directors. What is the word I am using, sir? 1/3 of rotational directors will be retiring directors, sir. तो इसका मतलब नाउ 7 का 1/3 इज व्हाट वी हैव टू टॉक अबाउट, बिकॉज 7 वाज नथिंग बट आवर रोटेशनल डायरेक्टर सर. तो इसका मतलब हियर इट इज कमिंग अराउंड 2.33 सर. नाउ sir, in this case what round off you should take sir, because if it was coming under rotational ka heading 2.33 you would be taken as 3, but would it be taken as 3 here? No sir, here the word used is nearest to 1/3 sir, nearest to 1/3. Now how we should understand sir, let us say 0 and 1. Now 0.33, is it near to 0 or is it near to 1? Now it is near to 0 sir. तो इसका मतलब here 2.33 को you should interpret as 2 sir and not 3. Say for example tomorrow you find another number which is 6.66. Now can I say 0.66, is it near to 1 or is it near to 0? Now one minute sir, one small disturbance. ओके सर, सॉरी सर. नाउ सो इसका मतलब इफ इट इज 6.66 तो इट शुड बी राउंडेड ऑफ टू 1. इसका मतलब 0.66 विल बी नाउ काउंटेड एज 1 डायरेक्टर. सो इसका मतलब हियर इट विल बी 7 डायरेक्टर्स. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड सर. पीपल ऑल्सो कॉल दिस एज लोअर राउंड ऑफ. People also call this as lower round off sir. Okay, so we have a concept of upper round off, we have a concept of lower round off sir. Okay, now so you may say that when we calculate rotational cycle or rotational directors we go for upper round off, and when we calculate retiring directors we will go for lower round off. Now tell me sir, so we have found out that there were 10, yes, so there were 10 board of directors, sorry, there were 10 directors in the board. In these 10 directors we have seen that 7 were rotational, and in this 7 we have found that 2 are the directors who will be retiring by rotation. So at last in this cycle all 7 will not retire sir, only 2 directors are going to retire sir. Okay, nice sir. Sir, you have named 7 directors and usme you are saying 2 directors will retire. So now please tell me who are those 2 directors. Sir, can I say calculating the number is very easy. Now telling the name is thoda difficult sir. Now out of 7 who should retire at AGM sir? Who should retire at AGM? Okay, now sir, out of 7 2 people should retire. Now question is who are those directors sir? Now the director who has served longest in the office, the director who has served longest in the office has to retire. इसका मतलब these 7 directors में we will see who has enjoyed his tenure for longer days. Now say for example D2 has enjoyed his tenure for 3 years 6 months. D3 has enjoyed his tenure for 3 years 7 months. Sir, here he was 2 years, here it is 1.5, here it is 1.7, here it is say for example 1.8, and here say for example he is 2 years sir. So इसका मतलब out of 7 2 people have served longest in the company sir. Now who are those sir? D2 and D3. So D2 and D3 will retire sir. Now these people will retire by rotation. Okay sir. Okay सर, ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है कि चांसेस आर ब्राइट 4 people may have the same tenure. Chances are very bright. Maybe all 4 were appointed on the same day. Yes, it is possible sir. In this case what will happen sir? So इसका मतलब we have D1, D2, say for example I'm talking about sir D3 and D4 all have served the same tenure sir, but we want only 2 people to retire sir. Sir, in this case lawmakers are, you can go for agreement, मतलब D1 D2 D3 D4 को एक रूम में बंद कर दो, है ना, एंड आस्क देम टू डिसाइड हु आर द पीपल हु शुड रिटायर सर. तो मे बी सम पीपल में हैव दिस एटीट्यूड सर कि भाई मैं तेरे लिए मेरी पोजीशन कुर्बान करता हूं सर, आई विल लीव माय पोजीशन फॉर योर सेक. तो इमेजिन D1 इज लाइक ओके नो प्रॉब्लम, आई विल रिटायर बाय रोटेशन. D3 इज लाइक ओके नो प्रॉब्लम, आई विल रिटायर बाय रोटेशन, यू पीपल प्लीज कंटिन्यू. ऐसा दे में से सर. Now, don't you think this is looking very, very unsituational thing, sir? And every time this will happen? No. So, another alternate is we will decide it by lots. एक चिट्ठी बनाएंगे sir. So, 4 people का chit will be prepared, kept in a box, and we will now take 2 slips. Whosever number, lucky number comes, those people will retire and balancing people can continue, sir. So say for example चिट्ठी में again we got D2 and D3 का name sir. So these 2 people have to retire by rotation sir. Okay, now sir you said retire by rotation. Retire by rotation sir. Now next question is sir if they retire by rotation D2 and D3 if they are retiring by rotation मतलब they will leave the company? No. Sir, at the commencement, what is the word I am using, sir? At the commencement of AGM, these people will stand up from director's position. मतलब they will retire from director's position, sir. So इसका मतलब their seats. Now imagine these are their seats, sir. Now their seats will become vacant. And who? These seats belongs to sir D2 and D3 sir. Now they are eligible for reappointment. They are eligible for what बच्चा? Reappointment. इसका मतलब every director who is retiring by rotation, that doesn't mean he is leaving the company sir. Sir, that director is eligible for reappointment by he is eligible for reappointment also sir, provided shareholders appoint him. Sir. So now can I say on this AGM sir, again one of the normal agenda will be to elect or to reappoint the directors retiring by rotation sir. So on this day shareholders will now pass the resolution sir. So if these people are appointed, well and good. If they are not appointed, others will get appointed. That situation also we will talk about sir, but first I wanted to create one platform for you sir. Now, I hope you understood how this total process works, sir. Now, so what we have understood, sir, total number of directors, if there are 10, we want such type of directors कि उसमें some part is rotational, some part is non-rotational. Sir, non-rotational directors will always enjoy fixed tenure, sir. Now, how these people are appointed, sir? Sir, there are 2 ways in which you can appoint, sir. One is you decide the manner in which they have to be appointed by mentioning in articles itself. So in articles only you will write how these people will be appointed, manner, tenure, everything you write in the article. Say for example in articles I write sir, Mr. A will be appointed and he can continue for 20 years. So yes, you can have a director for 20 years. So exam में sometime question comes, can a company appoint a director for 30-40 years? Yes, provided that director is non-rotational directors and such things are specified in AOA. If nothing is specified in AOA, then you can specify this in general meeting. So shareholders can specify it, sir. Again, tenure can be 20, 30, 40. You can have appointment of a director for life also, sir. So you can appoint a director for life also, sir. I hope you understood this point, sir. So here lawmakers have given full liberty to the company, sir. Let the company decide whether what should be the tenure of such directors, how they have to be appointed, but very normal number they have given, sir, which is 1/3. Because if you remember, we have section 152 subsection 2 which says that generally shareholders are the one who will be appointing the directors. इसका मतलब most of the directors should be appointed by shareholders only. इसलिए we are having 2/3 or more decided by shareholders, sir. Remaining thing you can specify in articles, or if nothing is specified in articles, then second provision we will be going for general meeting. So shareholders will do this point, sir. Now, sir, another question which a student should ask is, sir, how will we come to know ki whether a director is a rotational director or not, sir? Now tell me, sir, how you come to know how much is your salary? Sir, how you come to know what was deducted, or what will be the deductions? Sir, all these things will be specified in your employment contract, sir. इसीलिए whenever we are appointing a director, if we are having a contract of employment, in that only it will be specifically written कि boss, we are appointing you and you will be treated as a rotational director and not non-rotational director. Or at the time of appointment in the general meeting only, sir, we will specify that we will be treating you like a rotational director and not non-rotational director. So these things has to be specified upfront. So at the time of appointment only, ये बात clear कर दो कि whether this person is a rotational or non-rotational category, sir. I hope you understood these total points in a proper manner, sir. Okay. Now, sir, अगला point which I wanted to specify, sir. Okay. Now, sir, now as we have seen that there are two directors. There are two directors who will retire by rotation. There are two directors who will retire by rotation, sir. Now we named them as D2 and we named them as D3, sir. Now, sir, D2 was getting reappointed also, sir. He is eligible for reappointment, and same thing is the case with this person. Now, sir, imagine a scenario. D2 who was eligible for reappointment, sir, voting happened and he is appointed. He is appointed and now he will continue for next term, sir. Now let us take an example, sir, for D3, sir. Now tell me, sir, when he is eligible for reappointment, what are the things possible, sir? Now Mr. D can be reappointed. Do you think this is possible? Answer is yes. He can be reappointed, sir. So this is scenario number 1. This is possible, sir. Or what else is possible, sir? Sir, another case could be he is not reappointed. He is not reappointed, but in his case some other person is appointed. मतलब directors did not like the performance of D3. Sir, they did not appoint him, but they have appointed one director who is D11, because till now we have 10 directors, so D11 was the one who was appointed, sir. Do you think this is possible? Yes. Iske badal we have appointed this, sir. Now remember one point, sir. If you are doing this, then compliance of section 160 is required. Now, sir, if you have to get proper knowledge of this section, which is 152 subsection 6 and 7, prior knowledge of 160 is must. Now, if you have no knowledge or did not listen or did not read 160, sir, I also have my one-off video which is on section 160. You may visit that video also on our YouTube channel, sir, to get more better clarity, sir. Now 160 is talking about adding a fresh face to the board of directors, sir. Now can I say D11 is a fresh face, and hence compliance of section 160 is required in this case, sir. Sir, these are the two possibilities. Do you think there is some other possibility also? Is there any other possibility, sir? Now tell me, sir, can I say these two people who will retire at AGM, their position will become vacant. Now this vacancy is filled by appointing him. Now we are more specifically talking about D3, sir. Sir, vacancy, if he is reappointed, vacancy is filled. Sir, another person is appointed, here also vacancy is filled. Vacancy is filled matlab whoever was getting up, can I say, in his place another person is appointed. Now third situation I would like to specify more, sir. Now imagine a scenario, sir. Vacancy is not filled. Vacancy is not filled, plus meeting matlab that AGM meeting has not resolved not to fill the vacancy. ये क्या बात हो गई सर? वैकेंसी इज नॉट फिल्ड, इसका मतलब आउट ऑफ two directors have got up from their seat, one is now sitting sir because he is reappointed sir. Another wala, that is D3 का position पे vacancy is not filled, plus meeting has not resolved not to fill the vacancy also sir. Now what do I mean by this line sir? It's simple ma. Sometimes what may happen sir, a company may think कि business operation day by day is decreasing, why should we have these many directors? So maybe from 10 directors D1 से लेकर D10 we are doing some cost cutting and now we want only 9 directors. So here it is not that we are not satisfied with the performance of D3 sir, maybe we do not want to incur additional cost by appointing him sir. For that reason also you should pass one resolution. You have to take this resolution sir, saying that ki we do not want to fill the vacancy, plus and we do not want to fill the vacancy, plus we resolve that we do not want any other person also to be appointed sir. In short, we want to decrease the strength of board of directors from 10 to 9. But can I say such type of resolution is also not passed? Neither you have filled the vacancy, nor you said that we are not going to fill the vacancy. Now can I say हमारा D3 is standing only. Now he is wondering कि मेरी जिंदगी में क्या हो रहा है सर. Maybe in that meeting this resolution was not taken up only. Resolution was not taken up only. Now can I say D3 might be wondering when my resolution will come, when my resolution will come. Sir, all other items in the AGM were discussed, but his item was not discussed sir, or his item was brought. Item matlab you should understand sir, in company law whatever agenda ka discussion we are saying sir, they are called item numbers. So this item was taken up है ना, जैसे ही we said कि meeting is now resolving to reappoint Mr. D3 है ना, who is a director retiring by rotation sir. जैसे ही this was said sir, suddenly है ना from outside Manchuria ka smell started coming sir. All the shareholders have gone for lunch sir. इसका मतलब no resolution, no what you say showing of hands or no voting has happened on that sir. So can I say here neither we said no nor we said yes sir. So this type of situation के लिए क्या करेंगे sir? Sir, in my bhasha I call this situation as Parle-G situation. What is the situation sir? Parle-G situation. What do you mean by Parle-G? Now can I say you might have seen that ad of Parle-G sir. Sir, on the cover page of the what do you say biscuit packet you will be finding such things sir. Parle-G क्या करना है ना, you have not filled the vacancy, plus you have not resolved कि you don't want to fill the vacancy also. तो can I say Mr. D3 is confused, he is having a question mark on his brain कि मेरी जिंदगी के साथ क्या हो रहा है सर. Sir, in such a situation lawmaker says है ना, your AGM will get adjourned, your AGM will get adjourned and this item will be now discussed on the adjourned meetings. Now my question to you people is, again imagine on the date of adjourned meeting, now when this meeting was conducted, again same thing happened sir. Same thing happened matlab sir, his vacancy, this vacancy was not filled, plus meeting has decided or meeting has not resolved not to fill the vacancy also. So matlab again there is a Parle-G situation sir. तो कैन आई से शेयर होल्डर्स उसके साथ बहुत बढ़िया मजा कर रहे हैं सर है ना सर. दे आर एंश्योरिंग दैट मस्त टाइम पास लेट अस डू विथ हुम सर D3 सर. नाउ कैन आई से अन्ना इज स्टैंडिंग फ्रॉम दीज मेनी डेज सर, nobody is considering him sir. We are not telling him also कि you have not been reappointed, we are not telling that we don't want you also sir, and we are not telling him that we have appointed you sir. कुछ नहीं बोल रहे सब. कैन आई से D3 is completely confused. In this case lawmakers are like mere silence will amount to acceptance. This person will be now deemed to be reappointed. This person will be now deemed to be reappointed. Now what do I mean by deemed to be reappointed sir? Again he will be appointed sir. Is this point clear sir? But deemed to be reappointed when will happen sir? In our third case sir. What is the third case, sir? Vacancy was not filled plus meeting has not resolved not to fill the vacancy. See, simple man. If a meeting has resolved not to fill the vacancy, then iska matlab meeting is saying that we want to decrease the strength of board of directors. But here meeting did not say we want to decrease the strength of board of directors. Hence, in this case, AGM will get adjourned. In adjourned meeting also same situation happen, which is parley ji, है ना? In this case, it will be that person will be deemed to be reappointed. I hope you understood, sir. Now, sir, more discussion I want to do, sir. Now, in 5 cases, what is the word I am using, sir? In 5 cases, deemed to be reappointed will not happen. Matlab, this person will not get automatic reappointed. What is the word I am using, sir? This person will not get automatic reappointed, sir. Now, what are those 5 cases? Case number 1. Resolution was put for voting. Matlab, you have taken the resolution for voting and resolution is lost. When I say resolution is lost, iska matlab shareholders have said that this daridrudu है ना D3 है ना, this idiot we don't want to be appointed. In this case, automatic reappointment will not happen. Or, sir, or the retiring director, that is D3, has given his express unwillingness not to reappoint him. इसका मतलब he only does not want to continue this position, sir. In this case also, even if you do automatic reappointment, other party should have consented to continue also. He is not giving his consent, so in this case automatic reappointment will not happen. Sir, third वाला situation, sir. Sir, या फिर he is a disqualified director, या फिर he is a disqualified director. मतलब maybe he has attached or he has satisfied some of the conditions specified in section 164(1) or 2, sir. Then in this case he is disqualified to become a director, sir. Then in this case also he will be not automatically reappointed, sir. Sir, these 3 are serious grounds, sir. Now, remaining 2 are chalo. Rarely you will find, sir, such situations. You may not find very frequent basis. These are some things which you may find on a frequent basis. Now, what is 4th point, sir? Violation of section 162, sir. Here, what we are doing, sir, we are passing single resolution for appointing multiple directors. So, you have to fulfill the conditions which are specified in section 162, which is generally, I name this as blanket resolution. What do you mean by blanket resolution, sir? You are passing single resolution for appointing multiple directors, sir. So, usme some terms and conditions have to be fulfilled, sir, which is specified in 162. If possible, I will create one more video on 162, sir. If you don't fulfill those conditions, then automatic reappointment will not happen. And 5th wala case is very, very hypothetical. Practical world mein rarely you will find this. Now, what he is saying, sir, in Companies Act, because the word used in the Bare Act is in this act. This act matlab Companies Act. So, in Companies Act, you have some provision. Now, which provision? We don't know, sir. So, in Companies Act, we have some provision where such person का appointment के लिए either ordinary or special resolution is required to be passed. मतलब one person's appointment is dependent on 2 resolutions. So, one is automatically done. मतलब automatic reappointment has happened. But here we require to pass this resolution also, sir. Now, that resolution is pending. तो जब तक you don't pass this resolution, तब तक he will not be automatically be reappointed, sir. So here only this resolution is fulfilled, but not that criteria is fulfilled. जैसे you clear your CA final exam, that doesn't mean you are a chartered accountant, sir. You have to also fulfill your GMCS criteria, sir. तो इसका मतलब you pass your CA final exam plus GMCS, enroll, then you become a chartered accountant, sir. So if this thing is not over, that doesn't mean you become a CA, sir. So here this point is what they are trying to say, sir. So these 5 cases में automatic reappointment will not happen, sir. I hope you understood this point very clearly, sir. Clear? Now, sir, now some additional points I want to ask, sir. Sir, do you think independent director, do you think independent directors should fulfill this rotational directors ka concept? Now tell me, sir. Can I say finding independent director itself is a big challenge? We have seen there are about 6 clauses. इतने conditions we have to fulfill, then a person will be appointed as an independent director, sir. And उसमें again you say that he will be retiring by rotation, है ना, every year he will get up, and imagine if he is not reappointed, sir, तो chances are bright independent director का position will be vacant. इसलिए if you remember, है ना, in that section also, now videos of independent directors are already uploaded, sir. There also I provided or I specified that independent director will not be counted in total number of directors. Now also I am telling you, sir, independent directors will not be counted in total number of directors, sir. So what is that I want to tell you, sir? Say for example, company may have, say for example, 13 directors. Now उस 13 में 3 directors are independent directors. Just random example, sir. Don't try to do calculation as per 149 subsection 4, sir. I'm just giving you a random example. उसमें 3 directors are independent directors, sir. Now, lawmakers की दृष्टि में TNOD is only 10 directors. Now, 13 directors को you can call as total strength. You can call as total strength. What is total strength, sir? These many people are directors in the company. So here 2/3 you should do. 2/3 you should do of what? Total strength, total number of directors, total number of directors. तो इसका मतलब total number of directors में these people have to be excluded or you should not count them. इसलिए you cannot use, है ना, total number of directors as total strength. That word should be different, this word should be different, sir. इसलिए if you remember, है ना, here we have used a word total number of directors. Total number of directors. Never ever say total strength here, sir. So total number of directors में who are excluded, ma? Sir, those directors are excluded who are independent directors. Sir, moving forward, if you read section 161 also, there you will be finding directors who are appointed by board of directors, sir. उसमें you will be finding alternate directors, you will be finding something called additional directors. So there additional directors are also excluded, but this section does not specify. I want to specify or maybe connected to this section only. So I'm just saying, sir, total number of directors में you will be having only what, sir? Those directors excluding independent directors. Clear? Now, sir, if you want to link, and I can tell you, sir, also in total number of directors you don't include additional directors. You also don't include nominee directors. So these two people ko you don't include, sir. So in short, say for example, if company में 15 directors are there, उसमें 3 directors are independent directors, 1 director is additional director, 1 director is nominee director, 10 are other directors. So TNOD में only you should take 10. All this has to be excluded. All these people have to be excluded. I hope you understood this concept very clearly, sir. Done? Now, sir, is it over? ऐसा कैसा बेटा, है ना? Now I have to tell you one supreme point, sir. Now what is that supreme point, sir? Sir, opening lines of section 152 subsection 6 में if you read carefully, it says कि कंपनी का बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स का कॉम्पोजिशन, just now I said you, sir, कि you may have 2/3, उस 2/3 में you may have 1/3. 2/3 will be what, बच्चा? Rotational directors, and rotational directors का 1/3 will be retiring directors. You can have this also. I also said that the word used is at least 2/3, so it can be more than that also. But they have given first preference to your articles of association. Now, what they are saying, sir, your articles may specify that all directors may retire at AGM. Now, this is an exceptional thing which will happen only if articles provide. If articles do not provide, we will go with this scenario only. We will not go with this scenario, which is scenario number 1. So, we will always go with scenario number 2 when if nothing is specified in articles. If articles specify all the directors of the company will retire at AGM, it means no more counting of rotational directors, no more calculation of retiring directors. If there are 10 TNOD, all 10 will retire by rotation, sir. Is this point clear? Sir, this extreme thing you will follow only if articles specify. Agar articles do not specify, you will always go with second scenario only. Sir, what do I mean by scenario number 1? Means if there are 10 directors, all 10 will get up from their position when on the date of AGM, sir. Just say AGM starts, these people will retire, sir, and all will be eligible for reappointments. But in this case, we will do that calculation. So if there are 10, last we did calculation, there are only 2 directors who will retire by rotation. But here all 10 will retire by rotations. Okay, now. Sir, here one analysis point I would like to give you, sir. Sir, all directors can retire by rotation as a AOA can specify. Can we write in AOA like this? Ki company has 10 directors, but only 9 will retire by rotation. Can we specify like this? Answer is no. When I said all, it means all. When I said no, it means no. In the same manner, when all directors have to retire by rotation, it means all directors have to retire by, all directors have to retire on the date of AGM, sir. Is this point clear? Now, sir, another intelligent point which I want to explain you, sir. Okay, now, or chalo, I'll just tell you, sir. Sir, ये जो directors है, at the time of appointment, you are calling them as rotational directors, sir. Okay. Sir, where these people have to be appointed? Sir, can they be appointed in EGM? Can they be appointed in AGM? Or they should be appointed through board meeting? Now, remember one point, sir. All rotational directors are appointed by shareholders. All rotational directors are appointed by shareholders. Board of directors will appoint only directors as per section 161, where you have 161 subsection 1, 2, 3, 4, which talks about additional directors, which talks about nominee directors, which talks about alternate directors. And these are such directors which are appointed as per section 161, or directors filling up casual vacancy. So those are those directors, sir. So here we are talking about rotational directors will always be appointed by shareholders. Now question is where? Sir, the word used is general meeting. So, it can be AGM also, it can be EGM also. Sir, what logic is this, sir? See, simple ma. Company ka 22nd AGM has happened, where company is having 10 directors, sir. Now, sir, 23rd AGM will take time, sir. Now, if you remember section 96, you have certain time limits, sir. Gap between 2 AGM should not be more than 15 months. And one calendar year mein one AGM should happen, and next 6 months from the closure of financial year, whichever is earlier, 3 dates ka whichever is earlier, you have to talk about, sir. Now, sir, imagine today company require one additional director. Company require one additional director. Additional director matlab one more director we want to appoint, sir. Sir, don't you think one additional person को appoint करने के लिए will you wait up to AGM? Answer is no. Hence, in this we will be conducting one EGM, and maybe shareholders will have right to appoint that additional one person, sir. Even this person can be called as rotational director, sir. Clear, bacha? So rotational directors are always appointed by whom, sir? Shareholders, and where? In the general meeting only, sir. Next point, sir. Sir, directors will retire, you said, sir. 2 directors will retire, you said, sir. Where they will retire? Will directors retire in board meeting? Will directors retire in AGM? Or will directors retire in EGM? Now, remember, retirement will only happen in AGM, sir. Retirement will only happen in AGM. So here, two thumb rules you have to remember. Thumb rule number one: rotational directors can be appointed in by shareholders in the general meeting, sir, fulfilling the concept of section 152 subsection 2, sir. Matlab procedure is defined there, sir. Next, that is by passing ordinary resolution. Next, sir, directors will retire by rotation only in AGM and not in EGM. So now tell me, sir, appointment can happen in AGM or EGM, but retirement will happen only in EGM, sir. It will not happen in other meetings, sir. I hope you understood this point very clearly, sir. Done? Now, so majority of the provisions which I wanted to tell, I have told you, sir. Okay, so we'll just quickly go through these slides, sir. So can I say 152 subsection 6 and 7 is trying to tell you how the composition of board of directors should be. Usme some flexibility will be there, rigidity will be there. When I say rigid, these people will not retire by rotation. Matlab, they will have a favicol sit in the position of directors. Now these flexible directors are called as rotational directors. Clear hai bacha? Now, sir, here I have given you some calculation for your exercise purpose, sir. So let us see whether you are able to calculate, sir. Sir, now tell me, if I say this has total number of directors. Now remember, total number of directors may what I will exclude, sir? I have excluded 3 directors, sir. One is your independent directors, sir. Next is your additional directors, and next is your nominee directors. So these people go I have excluded, sir. Now tell me, sir, rotational should be at least 2 by 3. At least 2 by 3 of TNOD, sir. And non-rotational will be, will I write 1 by 3? Again, don't make that mistake, sir. Use a word remaining. Use a word remaining. So remaining directors will be what, bacha? Non-rotational. Now tell me, sir, 9 ka 2 by 3, 10 ka 2 by 3, 11 ka 2 by 3, 12 ka 2 by 3, and 13 ka 2 by 3, sir. Now, I am very, very bad at mathematical calculation, sir. So I have already done the calculation, and I would like to tell you the answer, sir. Now, can I say 9 ka 2 by 3 is 6? So here it will be 6. Can I say remaining will be 9 minus 6 is 3, sir. Sir, here 10 ka 2 by 3, if we did, we got something called 6.66. Now tell me, sir, 6.66. Now don't apply your normal logic, sir. 6.66 at least 2 by 3. मतलब 6.66 तो should be there or more than that, sir. तो इसका मतलब we will round it off to 7, sir. And if it is 7 here, it will be 3 there, sir. Sir, here it is 7.33. Again, 0.33 hai. At least 7.33 should be there. More than that, it should be taken, sir, which will be 8, sir. So in this case, 8 minus 11 is 3, sir. And if it is 12, 8 and 4. So can I say this is how you will be doing the calculation, sir? Okay, so you may take one more exercise for your homework, sir. Now here exam में sometimes question may come. He may tell you कि this is my total number of directors. These people are rotational. These people are non-rotational. Now check whether this is in compliance or not, sir. Now, sir, sometimes apply common sense. Always rotational ka number should be higher compared to non-rotational, sir. It cannot be same. It should be always higher because you have used a word 2/3, sir. Now don't you think, first find out they both are same. Is it in compliance? Answer is no. Sir, here rotational is lesser compared to non. Is it in compliance? No. Sir, 8-1. Can I say? Answer could be yes. I am not calculating also. Blindly I am following this rule, sir. Sir, all are rotational. Is it possible? At least 2 by 3. At least 2 by 3 can be more than 2 by 3 also. It is yes, possible, sir. 4-4. How it can be, sir? 50-50. We said this should be higher. So this is no. 5 by 5 and 3. Now, iske liye you have to do the calculation, sir. 8 ka 2 by 3 you take, sir. If at all, if it is 5. Now, answer is no, sir, because in this case, it should have been 6. So here, my answer is no. So can I say easy way mein you can do the calculation, sir. I hope you understood this point, sir. Okay, so I already told you last में, sir, कि 2 ways में you can decide the composition. First preference we are giving to AOA. Your AOA says all directors will retire in AGM. It means all directors will retire. So if you have 10 directors, all 10 will retire. and who will not retire, sir? Obviously those people who are not counted in TNOD. So this section only talks about independent directors, hence we are writing independent directors. सर अगर केस 1 is not possible, मतलब your AOA is silent, then we will follow case 2. And what is case 2? Which I have been explaining, sir. Which उसमें sir some will be rotational, some will be non-rotational, sir. Rotational कितना? At least 2/3. Can I say at least 2/3 के लिए I can write greater than or equivalent to symbol, sir. So 2/3 will be rotational. These people will be appointed in GM. Now this GM can be EGM, this GM can be AGM, sir. Remaining, what is remaining, sir? If it is 2/3, remaining is 1/3, sir. So if here it is 7, remaining 3 will be non-rotational. How you will appoint them? AOA will specify the tenure, AOA will specify the manner of appointment, sir. Tenure can be lifelong also, sir. So a director for life, is it possible? Yes, sir. Agar AOA is silent, then in this case tenure will be decided in GM, because appointment will happen in GM, sir. Okay, now sir, a beautiful question I would like to ask you people, sir. Sir, there is a section called section 169. Now section 169 talks about removal of directors, sir. Now every director can be removed, sir. 169 is also talking about those grounds, sir. Anyway, 169 में 3 types of directors shareholders cannot remove, sir, before their tenures. So when you read 169, you will understand, sir. So my question to you people is, sir, a director who is non-rotational director, मतलब you have appointed a director for life, say for example 30 years, 40 years, 100 years, or for life, sir. Can you remove such people using 169? Answer is yes. So then ये तो मजाक हो गया ना? मजाक नहीं हुआ, sir. At the time of appointment, we gave full commitment, sir. But can I say in between they might have done some breach, sir? We always should have that Vardhan with us. Now can I say Lord Shiva has given one good Vardhan to Ravan, sir, and कि gods will not be able to kill you, etc., etc. But can I say everything should have one exception, sir? Sir, otherwise he may misuse the provision. Similarly, here also we have created 169. Even though we have appointed you for life for 10 years, 20 years, we still can remove you using 169, sir. I hope you understood this one. Now, another intelligent question I would like to ask you, sir. Sir, can we appoint MD as a non-rotational directors? Can we appoint WTD as a non-rotational directors? Can I say it is your complete discretion? But ensure that they are remaining part. मतलब in your total board of directors, 2/3 or more should be rotational. Balancing figure में if you want balancing figure का director to be your MD, तो you can have, sir. Not at all a problem, sir. I hope you understood, sir. But imagine a scenario, you are treating managing director as a rotational director. Now section number 196 में it says the tenure of the managerial person can be max for 5 years, sir. Now imagine, sir, you have appointed a particular person for 5 years, but he is a director retiring by rotation. So next AGM में he is retiring by rotation, sir. Now he is not appointed, sir. So don't you think there you have appointed for 5 years? If he is not reappointed, will he still continue or leave the job? Answer is he will leave the job. Even though 5 years is written there, in this case, he will leave the job because you have considered this person to be a rotational director, sir. So can I say good advice for companies could be what, sir? If your managing director को fixed position you want to give, sir, you don't want him to be retired by rotation, so better treat them as non-rotational directors, sir. So better you specify this in your articles, or at the time of appointment let the shareholders decide that this person will be a non-rotational director, sir. ऐसे केस में what will happen, sir? He will not retire by rotation. He can enjoy his fixed tenure of 5 years, sir. Is this point clear, bacha? Yes. Now this is what it is. So these are your total number of directors. इसमें से है ना 2/3 at least will come under rotational cycle, sir. So now maybe these people are coming under rotational cycle. Now will all retire? Answer is no. All these are called rotational directors. These are called rotational directors, sir. सर इसमें से सम पीपल को वी आर सेलेक्टिंग, सर, है ना. देखो ये सब डर रहे हैं, सर, है ना. ऑल दीज आर रोटेशनल डायरेक्टर्स ओनली, ये सब डर रहे हैं, सर, है ना. सो दीज पीपल में रोटेशनल में सम पीपल विल रिटायर. सम पीपल विल रिटायर. रिटायर बाय व्हाट बच्चा? रोटेशन. रिटायर बाय व्हाट बच्चा? रोटेशन. Clear है बच्चा? Now, sir, manner I have told you, sir. So I also discussed this point, sir. Articles में you have to write all directors can retire. Can you write 9 out of 10? Answer is no, because when I say all, it means all, sir. Sir, in case 2/3 is specified, can company have more than 2/3? Answer is yes, sir. Now, these are some intelligent questions, sir. Where are the directors who are rotational directors are appointed? Answer is AGM, EGM. Better word you can use is general meeting, not in board of directors. Can the directors retire at EGM? Answer is no. They will always retire in AGM only, because this is one of the ordinary business as per section 102, sir. Sir, can MD, WTD be a non-rotational director? Yes. If a non-rotational director is appointed for 20 years, can he be removed as per section 169? Answer is yes. Every director can be removed as per 169. Is compliance of section 160 required while reappointing retiring directors? Now, this is very tricky answer, sir. Let us discuss, sir. Can TNOD be spelled as total strength? No. Can I say total strength is all directors? Now, generally we use this word in section 174 while counting the quorum. Total strength matlab all types of directors, sir. Everyone will be included. Independent director, additional directors, nominee directors, everything. But here we are using a word TNOD. So TNOD is a word which is used in 152 subsection 6. Why did I create this question? You know, most of the people, they utter TNOD, that is total number of directors, as total strength, which is a complete mistake, which should not be done, sir. Clear hai bacha? So I hope you understood this total concept, sir. Now, if you can read the bare text, you will understand things very properly, sir. Now, I don't want to make things lengthier for you, sir. So you may go through at your free time. You may be having some material, sir. You may go through, sir. So please ensure that you go through, sir. Now, I'm just putting it so that you can pause the video and go through, or fast I'll just go through, sir. So who are rotational directors, sir? Rotational directors mean those directors whose period of office is liable to be determined by rotation. Sir, this section is applicable to public companies, sir. Usme at least 2/3 of total number of directors will be rotational, sir. Fractional should be taken as upper round of, sir. Now here articles may say that all directors can be rotational, which we have already know, sir. Or articles may say that all will retire. When I say all, it means all, sir. Rotational directors shall be appointed in GM, appointment GM, and retirement only in AGM, sir. Sir, TNOD का explanation he has given, उसमें independent directors are not to be included, sir. Who is a non-rotational director, sir? All directors other than rotational directors are non-rotational. How they will be appointed, sir? First preference is of articles. If articles does not say anything, then general meeting, sir. Sir, unka tenure etc. will be defined as such in the GM or AOA. Other points, sir. MD, WTD can be rotational or non-rotational, sir. Sir, when a rotational director is appointed as an MD or WTD for a fixed term, he shall retire as per the provisions of 152(6). Even his term has not expired under section 196, sir. Okay. Then, sir, 152(6)(7 ka other retiring directors ka point. Now, this point I would like to explain. This is on hold, sir. I will explain you, sir. Sir, rotational directors are 2/3, retiring directors are 1/3 of rotational directors, sir. Sir, who will retire, sir? Whoever has served longest. So is it FIFO or LIFO? Answer is FIFO, sir. Sir, if at all have enjoyed the same term, then we will have mutual agreement. If mutual agreement is not there, then we will go for lot method, sir. Adjourned meeting, sir. Sir, vacancy is to be filled by retiring directors or some other directors as per 160. But if the place of retiring director is not filled and meeting has not resolved not to fill the vacancy, then the AGM will get adjourned to next week, same day, same place and time, sir. And if that day is a national holiday, then the succeeding day. Sir, if appointment does not happen on the adjourned meeting also, then he will be deemed to be reappointed. Matlab, again here it is a parleji situation. 5 cases I told you where automatic reappointment will not happen. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, sir. Clear hai bacha? Now, sir, to whom this section is not applicable? This section is not applicable to private company, and this section is not applicable to selected government companies. Why I said the selected government company? First, you should be a government company. Then you should not be a listed company. Matlab, it should be unlisted company, and such government company in which 51% or more of the paid up share capital is held by CG, SG, or SGS, or CG and SG, sir. Clear? Next, subsidiary of above government company, sir. So isko matlab you are a government company, sir. Next, you are unlisted, and in this government company 51% or more is held by whom, sir? Either central government alone, or state government alone, or state government with another state government, or CG plus SG or SGS, sir. Then a company, now this company, if it is holding uska subsidiary, even this subsidiary company also, this section is not applicable, sir. I hope you understood, sir. But here, one small note you have to understand, sir. All these three companies will enjoy the exception, so whatever the exception given, sir, only if they are compliance company. Matlab, they should have not made any compliance with respect to filing of annual return as per section 92, or financial statement as per section 137, sir. So if you have not done non-compliance of this, then only you will enjoy the benefits. Okay, now, sir, so 2 points I wanted to discuss, sir. One was this point, sir. Now tell me, sir, what is the point? Sir, I understand video is becoming thoda lengthy, but can I say analysis is very much required, sir. If analysis is not done, then concept clarity will never be there, sir. Sir, now my question to you people is, section 160 ka just thoda background, sir. Detailed video please watch on my YouTube channel, sir. Sir, 160 में what we are saying, say, sir, company wants to increase their strength of board of directors. Matlab, earlier if there are 10, using 160 they will make it 11. But don't you think in 152 subsection 6 and 7, where retiring director is getting reappointed, don't you think if he is reappointed now also, after appointment it will be 10 only? So are we increasing the strength? No. Are we adding a fresh face? Answer is no. So in this case 160 ka compliance is not required, sir. Not required, sir. Sir, but you may say, sir, just now you said 160 ka compliance is required. Now here you have to understand, here you are not appointing the same person. You are not appointing the same person, but different person. You are now suggesting a new candidate. Now can I say that new candidate might be not known to all the shareholders. Easily we have to use 160 ka rule, sir. So there 1 lakh deposit thing is required. But if this retiring director is what is a re-electing, sir, in that case 1 lakh deposit criteria is not required, sir. I hope you understood this. Okay, now, sir, now one more small part which I kept on hold. Let us complete, sir. Now, patiently, please go through this chotusa part. What he is trying to say, let us understand, sir. At the first AGM of a public company held next after the date of GM, he has used the word GM here, at which the first directors are appointed in accordance with the composition, and at every subsequent AGM, 1/3 shall retire from the office. What he is trying to say, sir? Let us understand. Sir, yes, 152 subsection 6 is deciding the composition of board of directors. I agree. It is deciding the composition of board of directors. I agree, sir. But my question to you people is, imagine today if company is incorporated. Now can I say they will definitely have first directors? Now I don't want to go more details into it, sir. First directors is that type of a thing which is specified in 152, sir. I'll just show you 152 subsection 1. So you can see 152 subsection 1 is talking about first director, sir. Now, sir, assuming that all the subscribers becomes first directors, or name of first directors was specified in AOA. So imagine uh, four people का name was specified in AOA. Now these people will become first directors. Okay, nice. So these people are first directors as per section 152 subsection 1. Sir, what is their tenure? Sir, their tenure is up to the date on which you conduct general meeting. This general meeting can be AGM. This general meeting can be EGM. मतलब if company conducts EGM, then in this EGM these people will retire. Or if no EGM is conducted, then in this meeting these people will retire. Sir, it is in this meeting for the first time you will fill or you will fill the board of directors का composition meeting 152, 6 and 7. मतलब rotational, non-rotational directors will come here. Now, do you think in this meeting anyone will retire? Answer is no. You are doing it for the first time. Don't you think in the next meeting, in the next AGM, there will be some directors who will retire? There will be some directors who will retire. So here I am calling as GM. Here I am calling as AGM. Sir, which AGM I am calling this as, sir? First AGM held after the conduct of GM. Here GM can be AGM. Here GM can be EGM. Now, what is this GM, sir? This is the general meeting which has fulfilled the criteria of 152, 6 and 7 with respect to board of directors composition. I hope you understood this point. Now you read this point, you will understand, sir. At which, at the first AGM, now I said first AGM of a public company held after the date of GM, matlab incorporation. If you have conducted a GM, here you might have appointed directors as per 152 subsection 6. Sir, when they will retire, sir? Here, first AGM. First AGM does not mean first AGM. First AGM means that AGM which is conducted after the GM in which composition was decided for the first time. So the first AGM of a public company held next after the date of GM at which the first directors were appointed. Here first directors does not mean first director as per 152 subsection 1. Here first director means those directors appointed in accordance with 152, 6A and 6B. That is rotational directors concept I am talking about. And at every subsequent AGM, 1/3 will retire. So now tell me, in which meeting they will retire, sir? So in this meeting also and every subsequent meeting also. So उसके बाद another AGM, there also retirement will happen. Another AGM, there also retirement will happen. I hope you understood, sir. Or if you want me to give one PPT presentation, you can say, assuming that incorporation has happened on 1/7/2029, sir. So here we did not conduct any EGM in between, sir. AGM was conducted. Can I say here this is the AGM where 152, 6 and 7 का criteria was fulfilled, sir. मतलब now better you don't use the word 7. 7 is talking about retiring, sir. So here 152, 6 का criteria was fulfilled. What is that, sir? You have appointed your board of directors with rotational and non-rotational directors, sir. Do you think in this AGM any retirement will happen? No. Sir, second AGM में what will happen, sir? In this AGM, above directors shall retire. Not all इसका rotational will retire, sir. Sir, this is scenario number 1. Or sometimes what may happen, sir? Company before conducting first AGM might have conducted EGM, sir. Now can I say in this EGM criteria, in this EGM you might have fulfilled or you might have appointed directors fulfilling the criteria of 152, 6A and B, sir. Now can I say in this first AGM these people will retire. मतलब इसका rotational का how many people will retire, sir? 1/3 will retire, sir. I hope you understood, sir. Is a lawmakers in this case they have used the word EGM also. I have used the word AGM also. They have used the word general meeting. They have used the word general meeting. They have not used the word AGM or EGM. They have used the word general meeting. So this general meeting can be AGM also. This general meeting can be EGM also. I hope you understood, sir. Okay. So with this we conclude total concept with respect to intelligent point I would like to ask, sir. Now tell me, sir. Imagine, sir, in my total example, if you remember, D2 and D3 were retiring by rotations. Now imagine, sir, D3 and D2, they know that they have done a wrongful act during their tenure, and they know that they will never get re-elected. So they have influenced the board of directors in ensuring that AGM is not conducted only, sir. So that they know that if AGM is not conducted, automatically their tenure will also keep on extending, because they should retire at AGM. जब तक AGM is not happening, तब तक they will not vacate the office. They will continue the office. Now, don't you think they are doing this with an intention to extend their office? So इसके लिए we have one case law which is B.R. Kundra versus Motion Pictures. Very very important case law. I request you people to please cite this case law in the exam to score better marks, sir. So what was held, sir? It was held that calling of AGM is a duty of directors. If the directors failed or defaulted to call the AGM to take the advantage of their own, thereby extending their tenure of office, these directors cannot continue in office after the last date on which AGM was supposed to be held. इसका मतलब, if you don't call the AGM, the last date of AGM को when it was supposed to be conducted, sir, you have to retire, sir. You cannot be automatically be reappointed. Can I say this loophole was properly covered by this case law? So this ends your total 152 subsection 6 and 7, sir. Okay. So also ensure that you go through section 160, which is already uploaded on YouTube channel, sir. Sir, if at all you want a chota sa clarity, what clarity, sir? What videos are uploaded with respect to what is a company law, and a playlist has been created, sir. So you can see independent directors के ऊपर you have about 5 videos. Now very soon it will become 6 videos, sir. Sir, 160 का link is given, restriction on number of layers का link is given, FEMA का link is given. Now I will add 5th point, which is your 152 6 and 7. So I will keep on updating this link so that easily you can trace out how many videos I have uploaded on corporate laws on my YouTube channel, sir. And if at all you have juniors, you can suggest them. For SM also it is uploaded, for IT also it is uploaded, sir. So very soon we will add for CS students also, sir. So request you people to please subscribe this channel, share this video with your near and dear friends, sir. In this quarantine period, at least this much so you can do, sir. And share